Afternoon baseball now from the banks of the Anacostia River and Nationals Park here in Washington. Game number 3 of this new season between the New York Mets and the Washington Nationals.
And now,
alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and guys, the Mets won the first 2 games of the series, so they're looking for a 3-game sweep here today.
Yeah, and it's never easy, Matty. In order to get a 3-game sweep, you have to do a lot of things right, and you have to have the ball bounce your way, and that's exactly what's happened leading up to this ball game today. I expect them to be focused, looking to bury this team.
Patrick Corbin gets the ball for Washington in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
First pitch of the AB now. Kevin Pillar is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, Matty, you can't win when you're giving up that many runs. The pitcher was missing over the heart of the plate, not executing down and away, not brushing back anybody, making anyone feel uncomfortable. Guys were taking huge hacks off him. And to boot, the defense was on its heels.
The 1-1. A dive, but it's off his glove. And that's out number 1. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. Clearly, he impacted the game last time. 3 runs scored. If you're scoring 3 runs, you're doing a lot of good things. We'll see if he can be a catalyst for the offense again today.
J.D. Davis, the next to bat. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. The windup and the 0-1. And look out, as that one ran in and got it.
This is a perfect example of why the slider is such a great pitch and such a dangerous pitch, too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
To the plate now, Robinson Cano, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
Line towards center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike 1. His career batting line with Patrick Corbin comes in with 6 hits in 23 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
He appears to be having some issues with pitch command to start the game. He's dealing with two guys on, and that last pitch looked like a big mistake in that location, right down the middle, but he got away with it.
Ready on 0-2. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Working for the punch out and the offering. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
But gloved by the third baseman for the out.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 2, Dominic Smith.
At the plate now, Dominic Smith, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Comes set, the 0-1.
At the ball. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
On a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets, and now the Nationals get their first opportunity. No score. Noah Syndergaard is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mets. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
200 strikeouts on the season last year. That's not an easy thing to do. You definitely consider this guy a strikeout pitcher, and if he brings the same stuff that he had last year into this new season, we could see more than 200 strikeouts 2 years in a row.
Ready now is Luis Garcia. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the pitch. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, come in feeling good as they're 2-0 to start the new year.
Yeah, Matty, without question. They find themselves in this position today. They got a chance to sweep the series on Sunday and make it a miraculous weekend.
Boy, Dero, it's always a nice way to finish off a weekend. You win a big game on Saturday, and to close it off with a win here and a sweep on Sunday would really be sweet for this ball club.
The 1-1. Swing and a little blooper to center. Pilar moving in. He can't get to it. That's a leadoff single. So the leadoff hitter in the inning reaches safely for the Nationals.
Batting second, the center fielder, Victor Robles.
Victor Robles digging in now as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Oh, and that is right there for strike 2. Here it comes on 0-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely
Batting
lost
third.
at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Here now is Juan Soto. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Two balls and a strike.
1 strike.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
A little bouncer. Garcia, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Outside in a full count, 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
From the belt, the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Man, they've really had his numbers so far in this series. That's his 5th
Batting
strikeout
fourth.
in this series
The shortstop.
alone.
Trey Turner.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. A runner on first with 2 away. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Washington, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. So here's Francisco Lindor now. His career batting line with Patrick Corbin. He's 1 for 5. First pitch on its way. He grounds it sharply to third. On to first, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Time for a look at the curly W on D. And let's take a look at Yan Gomes, catcher. Calls a really good game. Pitchers seem to love throwing to this guy. And don't get it twisted, he can run into a 3-run homer as well.
Into the box now, Michael Conforto. No score here as we play inning number 2. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Today's contest is, of course, the last of the series, and the New York Mets have dominated so far. They've got an opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road, especially when you're playing a division opponent.
And if they're going to get something close to a repeat effort out of their pitching staff in this game to the one they got yesterday, that would certainly help the cause.
No doubt about that, Matt. A combo platter combined shutout yesterday. Hopefully they can continue to throw more zeros up in this one today.
still 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. That was swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. Next up from New York, James McCann. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Now the first pitch. As he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball 1.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
And he takes a called strike 1. A bouncer up the middle. Harrison has it. Throw on the bell at first, and his side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Last half of the second set to go. And here comes the first baseman, Josh Bell.
The first baseman, Josh Bell.
Here it comes.
Hey, that's a good sinker right there. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's got that going, especially early, it's going to be tough to get some runs off him.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Boy, he's really on a roll in the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. Hit down the line at first. Bottom of the second here with no score. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. Syndergaard has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
3-1 to Yan Gomes.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Sinker misses, ball 4.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take and a walk is the result.
And that'll bring up Josh Harrison. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. As a look, now the pitch. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. A top, it's 2-0. Popped up. Alonso is over to take a look at it, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Gomes stands at first with one out. Inside with the sinker, and that'll keep him honest at the plate.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
The 3-1 is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. To second for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Nationals go quietly. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Top of the 3rd set to get underway, and up to bat next the pitcher Noah Syndergaard. First pitch of the AB now.
That's outside.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. And 1 gone now in the New York 3rd.
The center fielder, number 11, Kevin Pillar.
So bases are empty with 1 out now. And that'll bring up a man who's a human highlight reel defensively, Kevin Pillar. First offering. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. One and 1 to the Mets leadoff hitter.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
Tapped out in front of home. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the third baseman, J.D. Davis.
So the bases are empty with 2 gone now. And into bat next will be J.D. Davis. First pitch on the way. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Throw on to Bell at first, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Bottom of the 3rd now, and standing in the outfielder, Kyle Schwarber.
The right fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled off. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. And that just misses the corner inside to even the count at 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
This is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
At the plate, Patrick Corbin. And he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Oh, I love this, boys. Mano-y-mano. He's coming to get him with back-to-back big-time heaters.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you could do with that. Textbook sinker.
Into the box, Luis Garcia. No balls and a strike to count. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. The windup and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Down 0-2. Maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
Hit on the ground to third. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. Nationals gone in order. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Now to the plate, here is Robinson Cano. He singled in his first AB.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
And now the first pitch.
1-0.
Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
A ball and a strike. Popped him up. Gomes is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
So here's Pete Alonso. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now the pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. Chopped weakly to the left. Now another 0-2. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Alonso is retired. 2 down now. Next, it'll be Dominic Smith. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Here's the 0-1. He watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at-bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. Down in order go the Mets. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. And now for Washington, Victor Robles comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
Nope, that's the ball.
Fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Oh. 2-0 to the Nationals center fielder. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch.
Well, knowing the threat this guy poses if he gets on base, I think the next pitch should be a challenge pitch. You don't want to give guys that can run a free chance to cause havoc out there, especially the leadoff guy.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Juan Soto to the plate now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set and the pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job, and now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
Hit sharply on the ground. Oh, what a play! The second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
That's a great example there of why the sinker is such an effective pitch. The hitter's eyes see it higher in the zone than it ends up, and that makes it real tough to square up.
Here now is Trey Turner. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
First offering. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Nationals. 1-1. Sinker is right there for a called strike 2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Hit the other way out toward right field. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. Nothing doing for Washington. Through 4. Still tied. 0-0. And back in our nation's capital, before we get too much further on the field, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Now here's the first offering. Francisco Lindor is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Slow roller down the third baseline. This will get foul for strike 2. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty-looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Stepping in now, Michael Conforto. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. The 1-0 home. 3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
A swing by Conforto, and this is driven to deep right. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. The 3-1 pitch. Ground ball right into the shift. Gloved by Harrison. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The catcher, number 33, James McCann.
Next for the Mets, James McCann grounded out in his last at-bat. And now the first pitch. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And they'll toss this one on to first as they're kept off the scoreboard again, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. Too much of the time they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2, and that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading up for Washington, the
set
first
now
baseman,
for the bottom of the 5th,
Josh.
and next to bat will be the first baseman, Josh Bell. Now here's the pitch.
Ball! That pitch is out.
The 1-0.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Sliced hard, but foul. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Striding in now for the Nats, Yan Gomes worked a walk his first time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Takes this the other way to right. And that's in there. Base hit. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Check that out right there. I love me some of that. Staying inside the baseball, moving it the other way. Sometimes a pitcher can execute his pitch, but doesn't mean the batter can't grab a knock.
Josh Harrison stands in as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Not close. It's 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Hit hard but foul. Now the 2-1 pitch. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Pops this one up. In there, the base hit. And he'll reach first safely.
As the pitching coach heads out for the mound, I think this is probably just a case of giving your guy a chance to catch his breath. Pump him up a little bit. Let him know that he's got it under control.
Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Struck out in his first at-bat. One and one to Schwarber.
1-1.
Here it comes on 1-1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Fielded cleanly, and indeed he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there. Even though it wasn't a base hit, it does bring the go-ahead run for his team.
Next to hit will be the pitcher. Patrick Corbin struck out in his last trip to the plate.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
As he'll take a look at his sinker here. Too low for ball 1. Gomes at third. Harrison at second with 1 away. And he misses again. 2-0.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
In the dirt. It's 3-0 now.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
Strike taken up in the zone.
four-seam heater right down the middle. I would have thought he popped the clutch on that pitch.
Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike two.
Ooh, man, was that a hack. He's trying to create his own run support with a swing like that.
The 3-2 pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. That's in there. Base hit. And both runners will score. It's now a 3-0 ball game.
Boy, Hero, talk about adding insult to injury right there. And the pitcher gets a 2 RBI base hit.
Yeah, and if he throws a gem, Dan, without question, he's getting his name in the box. He's all over the box scoring this one. Ribbies, innings pitched, strikeouts, all of the above.
To the plate now, Luis Garcia, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. From the belt, kicks and deals. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. 3 runs already home here. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
I know he's been struggling early, but that pitch right there, well-executed changeup, if he can mix that in, maybe he hangs around for a little while longer.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Hit on the ground to third. One there on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left. 5 innings complete. Nationals on top, 3-0. Jeff McNeil will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 6.
Now the first pitch. And he puts it on the ground to second. And that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench, and he's aboard here to lead off the inning.
You take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
At the plate now, Kevin Pillar. He swings and grounds it to short. There's one. He's out. On to first to complete the double play.
Doesn't come much easier than that. Tailor-made 6-4-3 double play and an easy one to turn.
So here is J.D. Davis. He bounced out last time up. First pitch on its way. Two out, nobody on. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Grounded to third. Throw on to Bell at first, and the side is retired. Nothing doing for the Metropolitans. They trail in this one 3-0. Taijuan Walker enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 99, Taijuan Walker.
Bottom of the 6th inning now, and next it'll be the outfielder, Victor Robles.
The center fielder, Victor.
First pitch of the AB now. Trying to bunt his way on, but this is popped up. Davis is there, and he has it for the out.
The batter, the left fielder, Wong.
Next to stand in is Juan Soto. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least, so you know he wants to make up for it right here.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Ball.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The batter, the shortstop, Trey Turner.
So next will be the 4-hole for the Nationals. Trey Turner, no hits to this point. And now the first pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ball one as he lays off below the zone. Two and one to count to Trey Turner. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Good battle. Count remains full. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Oh, got him looking at the 2-seamer, and that'll end it. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They lead it 3-0. So stepping in is Robinson Cano. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th. Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey, it's always key getting early strikes in a count. This guy's been awesome at it so far. More than 70% of his first pitches have been in the strike zone.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Line toward the alley in left center, and this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
So now to the plate, Pete Alonso will swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready with the 0-1.
Ball, that's out.
Now a swinging bunt. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Runner at second, 1 away, and that'll bring up the left-handed bat of Dominic Smith. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball that's outside.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Now the 1-0. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. One out and a runner on second base. 1-2 to Dominic Smith.
This is going to be an interesting at bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there. He struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Swung on and hit deep to left center. Robles is back on it, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
The right fielder.
He was on cruise control the entire game, but he gets brought back to reality here. An RBI double gets them on the board, and now that they've broken the dam, we'll see if they can generate some more runs going forward.
Into the box now, Michael Conforto. As we watch a slider that stays inside for ball one. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. 1-1.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
Now the 2-1.
Outside, that's the ball.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Set. Here's the 3-1. There's ball four.
The catcher, number 33, James McCann.
Now the National skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the two runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Daniel Hudson trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Number 44, Daniel Hudson.
James McCann will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Lindor at second, Conforto on at first with 2 down. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. In for strike 2.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And the throw to first ends the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join for the traditional
One for the Mets here on the RBI double. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's the Nationals 3 and the Mets 1. Stepping in once again is Josh Bell.
Nationals, the first baseman, Josh Bell.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Sent on the ground out to second. And on one pitch, he's retired.
Up next for the Nationals, the catcher, Go.
Next to hit, Yan Gomes. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. And now a pitch on the way. And he gets ahead 0-1.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0 center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Hit sharply on the ground. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them. Drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment. Able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
At the plate, Josh Harrison, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field. Conforto is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The batter, the right fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Kyle Schwarber. Has a look, now the pitch. A ball and no strikes. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. 2 out with a man at first. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. The 3-1. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Swing, and he launches this one to deep left field. Smith retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. Nationals leave 1 as the lead remains 3-1. Brendan Nimmo is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. And now a pitch on the way.
2-2 count.
And in a 2-run game right here, you really don't want to walk the leadoff guy to start an inning. You got to keep that tying run in the on-deck circle as long as you can.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you, so we'll see if that's the case here.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that'll bring up a man who's a human highlight reel defensively, Kevin Pillar. He's set. Here it comes.
1-0.
Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes.
These are the moments that don't always show up on the highlight film right here. Big spot. They have a chance right here. This guy mixes in a knock. They have a chance to get right back in this game. If not, if he grounds into a double play, it's pretty much over.
High in the air down the right field line. Nimmo gets his lead at first, nobody out. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Got to find a way to get back in the zone. I know you're in danger of losing both to walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run homer.
The 3-1. Popped him up. Bell is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Up next for the match, the third baseman, J.D. Davis.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Will Harris will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Carter Kieboom is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Striding in is J.D. Davis. Career numbers against Will Harris. He's 1 for 2. First offering on its way. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Now a move over to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. In the air now, out to right field. And there's out number 2 as this is taken in shy of the track, and the runner will have to retreat.
The batter, number 24, second baseman, Robinson.
And stepping in, Robinson Cano. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run, get you a ribby.
From the stretch. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
Hey, this is a huge out right here. 2 outs in the 8th inning. If this guy comes in and does his job, they hand it over to that beast in the 9th.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Robles is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Mets leave 1. They still trail it here 3-1. Dylan Betances is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Number 68, Dylan Betances.
Carter Kieboom digs in now, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Now the pitch.
Whoa, that's him.
The 1-0. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Third baseman number 2, Luis Garcia.
Next up is Luis Garcia. Previous history against Dylan Betances. He's 1 for 2. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Nope.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. The Metropolitans entered the day looking to wrap up a big series sweep, but it's going to take some late game heroics in order to make that a reality.
Never easy to sweep any team, but this is a close one, and there's an old saying in baseball, a bloop and a blast, and if they can stay close, get a base hit, get somebody to hit one out of the ballpark, they're not out of this one yet.
Up next for the Nationals, the center fielder, Victor.
So 2 down now in the Washington 8th, and that'll bring up the outfielder Victor Robles. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Now
when it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
So next to bat will be Trey Turner. Previous history against Dylan Betances. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. First pitch on the way.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher stuff.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
1-1.
Shin high. That's taken for a ball. Robles over at second. Soto at first. 2 out in the inning. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
Now 2-2. This is the pitch where you want to attack the zone. If you go 3-2, then you put the runners in motion.
As a look, now the pitch. Good take there to lay off the high fastball. Josh Bell would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Left fielder giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Nats leave a pair, and it's still 3-1. Brad Hand comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
52, Brad Hand.
set to start the ninth in this one. And up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Hey, you want someone sometimes to rattle the bat rack, but also the guy on the mound's got to eat too. They're executing their pitches out there. It's going to be tough to score some runs.
The 0-1 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Into the box, Dominic Smith. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. The 2-2. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
3-2 pitch. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. As he'll take a look at a slider in the dirt, and it's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. One 1-0 pitch on the way.
That's the ball. 2-0.
You have to find a way in this situation to look in that on-deck circle and find a way to get your best hitter to the plate with a chance to tie it.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Line towards center field. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. He was able to keyhole a strike on 2-0 to keep the inning alive.
The right fielder, number 30.
That fires me up right there. What a clutch AB. A 2-out single to get the tying run to the plate. That's all you can ask for.
Stepping in now, Michael Conforto, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1.
Oh, that's out.
A runner on first with 2 away. Throw over to the bag, and he'll be back in standing up. 1-1.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
3-1 the final score this afternoon. The Nationals used a nice fifth inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Patrick Corbin earns his first win of the season. Brad Hand retires the side to hammer down the save, his first of the year. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon: for the victorious Washington Nationals, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Mets, 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 37 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.